Yo, what's up? What's up, all my YouTubers? Here's the Sumerslam review. I've been kind of, slow at making these videos, but I got an awesome review for Sumerslam right now. I'm gonna be reviewing it. I'm gonna be telling you what was hot and what was not. What was not hot was Great Wyatt versus Kane. No one got hurt. No one got, except Kane. He got raped in the butt, I think, after the match. The Great White, I think that's what they call him. He won the match in a interference kind of way with his family, uh, in- interfering. Those two guys, hillbilly guys, come in and destroy Kane, and they win the match like that. No one got burnt. It was just a ring of fire around. That's it. The fires, they would come up, they would get closer. I mean, they would get bigger and slow, but it didn't matter because it didn't affect the match. So it was kind of stupid. I really didn't like that. And then, but that was really the only complaint I had about SummerSlam. So that's really good because in most pay per views you always have like two or three at the most, you know, that you don't like. What I liked about this pay per view was I know all you wrestling fans have been talking about it since SummerSlam, the CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar match, phenomenal, phenomenal. If I wasn't holding my hand if I wasn't holding this phone with my hand, with my right hand, I would be clapping right now. Phenomenal. Brawling type of match like we saw at WrestleMania with Triple H and Brock Lesnar. It was phenomenal. You have to go check that match out. Go search on YouTube, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, SummerSlam 2013. It was a classic for sure. We saw a classic, a WrestleMania status classic. And what followed, Brock Lesnar won. Um, I'm really not disappointed. I was rooting for CM Punk, but Brock Lesnar, even though he won through an interference, won with interference by Paul Heyman, he really showed that he's really the monster. He's Brock Lesnar, unstoppable beast, and the beast is the best. He proved it that night. Will there be a rematch to this? Maybe WrestleMania. But for right now, I don't see Brock doing any kind of wrestling because he has a part-time contract, and he's very limited because he wants to be limited. Because he doesn't want to be a full-time wrestler because he still wants to do those MMA stuff. I think he's starting to get back into the MMA. I'm not sure, but I won't be surprised if he just leaves WWE after WrestleMania, which he will be at WrestleMania 30. So and 31. The rumors are 31 and 30. So that'll be phenomenal. But I guess he'll leave pretty soon after that. Next we had the match that it was decent, but Caitlyn and Dolph Ziggler versus AJ and Biggie Langston, big a mixed tag team match. It was decent. It didn't wow, but it was decent. I was entertained. It got me through the match and made me get ready for the next match, which was the match we all are talking about still, and we could not believe it. Daniel Bryan finally defeated John Cena. Yes, 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 yes. So what we thought, he was holding the championship belt for 5 or 10 minutes, and guess who comes down to the ring and ruins the party, ruins the celebration? Randy Orton, the legend killer of Viper, the Snake. Randy Orton comes in and he steals the spotlight, and he don't just steal the spotlight. Something really, really drastic happened. Since Triple H was referee, we all had speculations. What would his position be in the match? Will he be a distraction? Will he help John Cena defeat Daniel Bryan? Will he help Daniel Bryan? Is he on anyone's team? And so we found out Triple H betrayed. Well, I won't say betrayed because he stabbed he stabbed everybody in the WWE Fan Nation universe in the back. You know, he turned heel right as, you know, Randy Orton is going to be like grabbing the briefcase, about to cash it in. He starts to think about it, then just goes off back, about to leave. And then Triple H, you know, he's still in his ring attire. He grabs Daniel Bryan, flip him. I mean, he turned him around, did the pedigree, and he shocked the whole world. He shocked me. I was having my mouth open for a minute. Wow. And then Randy Orton cashes it in, pins Daniel Bryan. Well, any kind of wrestling just pins him. 1, 2, 3. And we have our new WWE champion. The corporate champion, Randy Orton. Wow. This match was hard to digest, you know, because Daniel Bryan finally defeated John Cena clean, straight, you know, in a fair fight. And not that many wrestlers could say that, because, you know, he don't really bury wrestlers, you know, like a pin, you know, straight, you know what I'm talking about. And Daniel Bryan, he should have been WWE champion. I feel like I was kind of, if I paid for this pay-per-view and I was the Daniel Bryan fan, I would have been mad. And all those fans in the LA, you know, watching the pay-per-view, you know, in live, they were all pissed off. I was like, wow, really? We're gonna have Randy Orton be champion in this pay-per-view? I was hoping all week long. All week, it wasn't gonna happen. I was like, it can't happen. You know, let Daniel Bryan hold the belt for at least Monday night. Or Raw. Then he could lose it. Because, you know, if that's the way it gotta go. But no, he just held it for 5 minutes. It was a teaser. And the WWE got their champion now. Randy Orton. And other match I liked besides this one, it was on the pre-show. RVD versus Dean Ambrose. It was a good match. Awesome. Except Dean Ambrose won by DQ. Go watch the match. I don't want to explain the whole thing because it was not really that much to talk about, but it was a good match, decent match. All right, there you go. That's what was hot, and that's what was hot about SummerSlam. You had 2, 3, 4 matches that were good to watch. 2 being awesome. 1 being the Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow. Decent match. I really enjoyed it. AJ versus Caitlyn and Big E versus Dolph Ziggler and mixed tag match. Phenomenal. Decent match. You know, I'm just glad it wasn't boring, you know, right after the CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar match, because I wouldn't have been pissed if it was a boring match. But it kept my attention span, you know, busy and wanting to know what's going to happen after this match and who's going to win this match. So, yeah. Besides the Great Wyatt and Kane match, I'm not disappointed. Very good pay-per-view. Totally recommend you guys buying the pay-per-view. Or if you're cheapskate, like most people on the internet, go ahead and watch it on YouTube. Find those clips. And I can tell you, you definitely got to watch the CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar match. Classic or WrestleMania status. And hopefully we'll see a rematch soon. Hopefully CM Punk will win. Hopefully. Alright, this has been Wrestling Pocket, hosted by Richie WWF here. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button and share with all your friends and let them know that I am here to deliver the goods and entertain you guys. So, Richie WWF signing out, and I'll see you guys on the next review of a WWE event.